Hello viewers, welcome once again to Asomnofu online math class. In this video, we are going to discuss the unit vector, the concept of the unit vector. When the term unit vector is mentioned, your mind should narrow down to a vector that has a magnitude of 1. So whenever the magnitude or the modulus of a vector is 1, it implies that that vector is a unit vector. All right. So now, given these vectors, we are asked to get a unit vector in its direction. Okay. So to get a unit vector in the same direction with these given vectors r1 and r2 is simply, for example, the unit vector of r1 written as r1 hat. This symbol, this must be there. That's what you use to denote unit vector. R1 hat is the same thing as R1 over modulus of R1. For unit vector of R2, which is written as R2 hat, is the same thing as R2 over modulus of R2, because this and this are the same thing. For instance, here I can call this as 1 over R1 multiplied by R1. You can see it, modulus of R1, and they are the same thing, the same in magnitude. Okay. All right, and this is also a positive value, so they are the same in magnitude. So this can just cancel this, leaving us with what? 1. You can see that the magnitude of this vector is now 1. Okay, the same thing applies to R2. This can be seen as 1 over modulus of R2 times R2. They are the same thing. The modulus sign is just the absolute value. They can still cancel out, leaving us behind with 1. So this is how to get the unit vector of a given vector in the same direction. When this is negative, they become the same magnitude but opposite direction. So let us solve them now. So for number 1, we will have R1 is equal to 7i plus 2i. So first of all, we've known that R1 is 7i plus 2j. But the unit vector of R1, written as R1 hat, will now be the same thing as R1 over modulus of R1. So let us get modulus of R1 first. So modulus of R1, which I discussed in my last video, you can check my playlist and watch the modulus of a vector for proper understanding. So R1 is the same thing as the modulus square root of 7 squared plus 2 squared. That's the modulus. So modulus of R1 will give me square root of 7 squared is 49 plus 2 squared is just 4. So when I add up, I will get square root of 53. This is just the modulus or magnitude. Then the required unit vector, which is R hat, is the same thing as R1, which is 7i plus 2j all over the modulus, which is now root 53. You can write this as R1 hat equals 1 over square root of 53 multiplying 7i hat plus 2j hat, the same thing. This will give you the same value. So let us take the second one. So the second problem is in 3 dimensions, as you can see. Why the first one is in 2 dimensions? So now R2 hat, which is the unit vector, is the same thing as R2 over modulus of R2. So let us get the modulus of R2. Modulus of R2 is the same thing as square root of 3 squared plus minus 5 squared plus minus 3 all squared. So modulus of R2 will give me square root of 3 squared is just 9 plus minus 5 squared is 25 plus minus 3 squared is still 9. So modulus of R2 will give me square root of 9 plus 25 is 34 plus 9 is 43. So this is the modulus. Why the unit vector, which is R2 hat equals R2, which is now 3i minus 5j minus 3k all over the modulus, which is root 43, which I can write as R2 hat equals 1 over root 43 multiplying 3i minus 5j minus 3k. So this is just the modulus, the unit vector of this given vector, as simple as that. So let us take a bonus question which is not under unit vector, but it's very necessary you know this particular question. Okay, so this is a bonus question. I saw it's a YF question under vector. So I said it's worthwhile we look into the question. The question says if P is equal to 2i minus 3j and Q is 3i plus 5j, R is I plus j, we should find 2P plus Q plus 3R. Okay, this is a popular YF question. Now, to solve this solution, we are going to first of all find 2P, because we are giving 2P plus Q plus 3R. This is something as 2 multiplying P. My P is 2I minus 3j, then plus Q, just the way it is. My Q is 3I plus 5j, as you can see, plus 3R, 3 multiplying R, which is I plus j. Okay, now use 2 to open the bracket. We have 2 times 2i is 4i, 2 times minus 3j is minus 6j, plus 3i plus 5j, plus 3 times I is 3i, plus 3 times j is 3j. We collect like terms, I and I, so they're up to 3i. So have 4i plus 3i plus another 3i. Okay, since they are in 2 dimensions, plus minus 6j plus 5j, then plus 3j. Now 4 plus 3 is 7, plus this is 10, so this is give us 10i plus minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 3 is just 2, plus 2j. This is just the answer. Okay, so if you've enjoyed what you've watched, kindly subscribe to my channel to be updated whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.